I know, without my beard I do look like a potato. Welcome to the Boss Inspection, the show in which I tell you which boss battles are worth fighting and which ones are not. And today I'm going to talk about... No. Oh no, not that boss. Oh god, please no. Oh no, please, I really don't want to do this. Oh. Why, Suda, why?
Brace yourselves, everybody. This is going to get ugly. Jasper Batt Jr. from No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle must be one of the most hated boss battles in all of gaming. It's most likely that you already heard other YouTubers complain about this battle. A lot. And you know exactly why I'm dedicating an entire episode about it. Before I even played No More Heroes 2, I always thought that people kind of exaggerated a little bit about Jasper Batt Jr. I mean, I was expecting it to be bad, but how bad could truly be? Hell, to be honest, I was even expecting it to be an overhated boss battle. But oh boy, I was so wrong.
Now, I've actually met people who enjoy fighting Jasper Batt Jr. I know, it's very weird, but hey, it's their opinion and I can't tolerate it. But no matter how much they enjoy it, nobody, fucking nobody, can deny that technically this is one of the worst boss battles ever made. And I just made myself sound like an asshole in front of my viewers. Way to go, Julian.
While I talked about No More Heroes many times before in my videos, I never got the chance to explain why this boss fight sucks and why I hate it so much. But now, it's my time to shine and say a lot of angry crap a lot of YouTubers already said. But I have my own series built around doing that, so ha! Let's get something out of the way. Jasper Batt Jr. is the character in question. He's the quote-unquote main villain of No More Heroes 2, the #1 ranked assassin in the UAA who killed Travis's best friend and who tricks you into thinking he killed Sylvia, Shinobu and Henry in order to take revenge and fight the protagonist himself. And to be brutally honest, I don't hate Jasper. I mean, sure, he's an annoying brat and he's not a good character by any means, but I don't think he had enough screen time in order for me to develop a strong feeling about him. And come on guys, it would be childish to hate him just because his boss battle sucks, eh? I just don't care for Jasper as a character nor a villain, which is not a positive thing either. Oh, and I think that the fact he's based off a minor side quest from the first game is actually a pretty clever and hilarious little detail. Seriously, the people who complain about this need a sense of humor. But let's finally get into the reason you're watching this video in the first place, the actual boss fight, which is divided in 3 phases. On phase 1, Jasper fights Travis by using his weird car chair thingy, and truth be told, it's just very dull and boring. He'll attack by shooting lasers from the walls, which can easily be avoided by standing under his car, or charging at you, which you can either avoid by dodging or take advantage of by clashing into him and stunning him when you win. It's all simple enough to not present a real challenge. But this first phase wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't for the nasty trick he pulls off at the end. Ugh. After dealing enough damage on him, you will notice that Jasper's health bar stops depleting. No matter how many hits you land on him, it always stays the same. If you're like me, you will think that the game is glitching out or something. But nope, this is how the fight is supposed to work. What you actually have to do is clash against him again, but you actually have to lose this time. What? Indeed, you have to lose the struggle on purpose so the next cutscene can be activated. How much of a cheap tactic is that? It's a very annoying thing to do because it's most likely most players won't find out about this by themselves until they look it up, since the game never tells you this. It's just awful. Oh, and after the cutscene in question, Henry will just stand there and he won't help you again, so what was the point of that? Travis could have used your help, Henry! Thank you very much! After that cheap trick, you damage Jasper a bit more and phase 2 will begin. And I gotta say, this is the worst phase and just the most painfully hard boss in the entire game. The second phase of Jasper Batt Jr.'s fight is the gaming equivalent of having your testicles chewed off by a wild hyena. What? It happens. Jasper will use some weird chemicals in order to grow into a massive behemoth. A weird superhero that is a millionaire, an orphan, and has bats for a theme. Wait a moment, Jasper Batt Man... Oh, I get it now. Jasper will attack by shooting bats, punching around and by using some of his wrestling moves. This is not too bad, but it's just annoying anyways because of how powerful and fast he is, and the insane amount of damage he can take. This is just the beginning though, it gets even better. After taking enough hits, Jasper will start teleporting around the arena while he punches Travis. And I seriously despise this attack, because Jasper will always manage to land a few hits on you. Even if you master the dodging system of this game, there's just no escape. No matter how good you are, every time Jasper uses his cheap teleporting skills, it means you are going to lose a lot of health. It just doesn't feel fair at all, and it frustrates the heck out of me! And that is not even the worst part of it. Jasper Batman's favorite move is his Hurricane Punch, which deals a lot of damage and pushes Travis away a great distance. On normal situations, this move is just annoying as fuck, but if you happen to be standing in front of Jasper's big windows that take up most of the arena, he will throw you off the building with no warning, killing you instantly. And just like that, with one minor mistake, Jasper can kill you with no effort, ruining your entire progress with this awful fight in just a second. Fucking fantastic!
I swear to God, every time Jasper one hit kills me with his Hurricane Punch, it makes me so mad that I just want to...
So yeah, the second phase of Jasper Batt's boss battle is quick, it's powerful, has a lot of health, can teleport anywhere, and has a cheap-ass one-hit kill move. No wonder this phase is so hated by pretty much everybody who played this game, including myself. Because none of this feels like a fun and challenging experience, of course not. It's just unfair, cheap, and very annoying, and it stresses me out so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it!
Let's just get into the final phase before I stroke out from the memories.
For the final phase, Jasper will transform into a giant cartoon parade balloon. This final form is just so freaking dumb instead of being epic or intimidating, as you would expect from a final boss. Now, I can tolerate this because I understand this game has a weird sense of humor, but it is true that it also robs you from the satisfaction of seeing Jasper die. Balloon Jasper is big, takes up most of the screen and hits very hard, yet most of his moves are easy to avoid because of how slow he is now. And because of his size, it's not really hard to find openings and deal some massive damage, especially considering that you can stun him and slash his fucking nose. He also uses more powerful lasers and an atomic breath that is impossible to avoid and deals a lot of damage. It's just very annoying, but hey, after dealing with his second form, you can pretty much deal with this. This is definitely the most tolerable part of the entire battle against Jasper Batt. It's dull and easy to the point it becomes repetitive, which is worse considering this is supposed to be the final phase of a final boss. Ugh. To be honest, your biggest enemy in this phase is not Jasper himself, but the camera. Since he takes up so much of the screen, the camera can get messy and uncomfortable at times. Aside from that, this phase is just boring and stupid. But then again, at least it's not as cheap as the second one, so there's that. Personally, I think this giant balloon phase was the perfect opportunity to bring back the giant mecha from the battle against Charlie McDonald. How awesome would it be if No More Heroes 2 ended with an epic giant mecha versus giant balloon fight?
I know, somebody should hire me to design video games.
And just like that, No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle just ends. After Travis kills Jasper, which I repeat, is not satisfying at all, he falls off the building, Sylvia saves him, and after one last cutscene the game is over. So not only we had to suffer through an agonizing final boss, but we are also rewarded with a forgettable and flat out awful ending to an amazing game with one of my favorite storylines, leaving all of us No More Heroes fans with a bad taste in our mouths until No More Heroes 3 is made, if that ever happens. It makes me wonder, what the hell happened here? I know not every boss fight in the series is good, but the bosses were always the strongest points in both No More Heroes games. Why did Suda51 design such a terrible final boss? The first phase of Jasper Batt's battle is way too easy and downright tricks the player into losing without warning. The final phase is repetitive and dull, and the second phase is just a big fuck you to the players with its cheap difficulty and one-hit kills. Do I even need to explain why everybody hates this battle so much anymore? There is a common theory amongst No More Heroes fans that say that Suda51 made this battle annoying on purpose as a metaphor on how revenge is not supposed to be satisfying, seen on how Travis desperately wanted to take revenge on Jasper for killing his friends.
And that, my friends, is pure, preachy bullshit.
Let's suppose this theory is real and Suda actually wanted to transmit that message with this boss fight. That shouldn't be a reason for people to stop complaining or downright defending Jasper Batt and Suda for this abomination. Video games are this magical medium because of the interaction the audience has. Because of that, developers can show a message to the world not only through their stories, but also through its gameplay. A lot of games do that nowadays and I am all up for it. Combining a story and gameplay is something I really like and I really support. But having a powerful message to transmit doesn't excuse you from fucking with your players. After all, gameplay is always more important in video games than story. This is a general rule that everybody agrees with. So, if combining a story with gameplay means it will affect the latter in a negative way, developers shouldn't really go for it, and this is where I feel Suda fails miserably. After all, No More Heroes is a silly video game about an otaku with a lightsaber fighting eccentric bosses. Using the "it's a message about revenge" argument to excuse this putrid boss fight is just dumb. I mean, if Suda really wanted to say how bad revenge is, he could have done it through this story and still try to create a satisfying boss fight anyways. I know Suda works like Kojima and he likes to troll his audience, but this comes off as preachy and obnoxious rather than being clever.
And there's no question about it. After analyzing the story, the character involved, the cheap difficulty, the message, and of course the horrible gameplay, it seems that Jasper Batt Jr. from No More Heroes 2 is the first killjoy we've seen in the boss inspection so far. If you happen to enjoy this battle, that's perfectly fine, it's your own opinion, even if it's a bit insane, but please, you have to understand why me and so many people hate this boss battle with so much passion. But I really don't want to end this video in such a negative note. So, is there something positive to say about the fight against Jasper Batt Jr.?
Actually, there is. Suda and his developers didn't fail to deliver in one area, the music. All three of Jasper Batt's boss themes are a joy to listen to and create a perfect atmosphere. The first and final phase themes are good enough on their own, as these are really crazy and energetic pieces of rock. I love it. But, ironically, the worst phase got the best song for it, Convulsive Madness. I am addicted to this song. I am not lying, it's a hectic, crazy and really fun piece of music, and it fits the over-the-top tone of the fight perfectly. I love it a lot and it makes the overall gameplay a bit less annoying, but just a bit. Fuck the second phase anyways, but I really like its music.
So remember, Jasper Batt's boss battle may be obnoxious, cheap, annoying, frustrating, disappointing and very dull, but at least the music is very good. Hey, at least I can be positive about something involving this boss battle.
I really don't have much to say here, so I will keep it brief. I know, this episode of the boss inspection was longer than usual, but hey, this is a very long boss fight and I really wanted to express why I hated it so much. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I know I say it on every single video, but it really means a lot to me. On the screen you have links to the other type of videos I make, countdowns, reviews, or more boss inspections. You can also follow me as Obsidious Fan on Facebook and Twitter. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next time.